Hi, it's Chris from Chris Loves Crochet and Crochet Recreations, just coming at you to show you a few things that I've actually finished and some of the things I'm still working on and they're not quite done yet. So hang in there and we'll see some FOs and some whips. And I didn't bring out any of my UFOs, so no danger there. So hang in there, I'll be right back. Hi again. So I actually have a collection of some kitchen and bathroom things that I was going to show you that I did in some cotton or cotton blend, mostly just plain cotton. I had some company over a little while ago and I have a kitchen, but I don't have an eating area, and I had like 8 people that came over to eat. And so we were using my coffee table, but that wasn't enough, and my this is too much information, and my my TV trays. And so my TV trays have been around for a long time. They're wooden. You can hear it, you just can't see it. But they've got some watermarks and things on them, and so I wanted to do something that would cover them up. And so I just found some cotton yarn and made 2 different types of placemats. It's just a regular square, or a rectangle, sorry. So I don't know, I chained like, 6 or 8 or something in the middle, and then just kept going around and adding in the corners. And then did a crab stitch around the edges here. So I did 2 different colors, one with the orange and yellow and one with the green. And obviously I did that because it matches my living room. And so I did that. And then for some coasters, I just made some flowers with the different color centers. And you can see they're not even the same flowers because as I was going, I was just making it up as I went along. And first I did this one, then I did this one, and then I did some in between, just depending on how I felt. So you can see that I have some matching little place settings for little TV trays. Isn't that cute? So did that. Also, on my last whips, I showed you my sad little turtle that was just missing a couple of legs. Well, I finished the couple of legs and put it on there and sewed his head on. And so this is a little washcloth. It actually is 2-sided and it's not connected. I mean, it's connected around the edges, but it's got the little shell and it has these popcorn stitches along the top, so it's a little scrubby. So this is going to go to my grandbaby because I don't need a little turtle. And my daughter lives too far away for them to come over and use my bathtub, so this is going to go there. So I made that for the grandbaby. And also, as far as finished for kitchen and bathroom, for bathroom, I looked to see if I had a pattern for this, and I don't. So I think I just made some increases and some decreases, and you make in the middle as you're going down. You can see on the leaf, for the vein in the leaf, it's just a front post, front post half double crochet, and then had a chain at the end that just and I slip stitched back and then hid the tail. So I just threw some shaping, made a little towel. It's like a little finger towel, a little hand towel to sit in the bathroom. And then I had some of this pretty cotton, I just went, look at all those weird colors. I just went and found in my bin some cotton, or mostly cotton. This doesn't feel like it's all cotton, but it might be. But it's mostly cotton. And made a rose, the kind that you make on that long strand. So you make a long strand, and I used the colors that I had available and then wanted the pink and purple to show. And so I then wound them up and sewed them together to make this pretty rose as a scrub or a washcloth or whatever, but it's this little scrubber that washes and dries just great. I've already washed and dried them. So, and my other finished object is not kitchen bathroom related, but it's my Color Block rainbow sweater, and I do have the tutorial that's out, and so you can go out and see how to make it. It's done with the raglan, as I showed you in the tutorial. And so it's that whole concept of top down, and you can make anything with it. Like I said, you can make anything, any summer tops, bathing suit cover-ups, nice big sweaters, even bigger than this. Use some blanket yarn and make some big, depending on where you live up in the north where it's really cold, not in Texas, and you need some nice warm sweaters. Just make it with that. You don't even have to attach it in the front, and you have a cardigan. As you go along, you'll just start with your chain here and go around and stop and go back and around and around, and then have some buttons or a belt or something, and then you have a cardigan to put on and to wear around and to keep you, I was right on my microphone, and to keep you warm. Now, so the raglan, I told you it could be used for anything. And speaking of grandbabies, Yarn Utopia, I always forget her name because she has her dad's name up. Anyway, you know who I'm talking about, Yarn Utopia. She's very pregnant, and she just had something out, and all the whole crochet community, well, a lot of the Red Heart crochet community, I think it was Red Heart crochet community, maybe more, got together and gave her a little baby shower and did some things for her. And this was one of them. And this is on Heart, Hook, and Home on their website. And it's a free pattern. But look at the sweet, sweet little baby knapsack. So looks kind of funny because there's a folder in the middle. Just a knapsack. It has regular sleeves to it. I think I'm going to add a little cup, a little mitten thing to fold over. But anyway, the reason I'm showing you this is that it is based on a raglan pattern as well. So I've started it. I didn't want to do light because infants, they're, and parents of infants, sometimes there's a lot of accidents, and I didn't want it to be white. But this is wash and dryable. This is amazing yarn. What do I have? It's called Feels Like Butter. Lion brand, Feels Like Butter. And it is machine washable and dryable. Machine dryable. So, which is great for new parents. And it's polyester. So I've just started the little top here, but you can see the raglan along the top, sort of. You can kind of tell by the holes. Can you see the holes? Not really. Anyway, so I went around and around, back and forth. So this is an asymmetrical looking cardigan. You could make one like that. And then it starts going straight down, and then it's going to be a solid piece. I don't know what color I'm going to do, if I'm going to repeat, because I'm going to run out of blue before I get to the end. I don't know if I'm going to repeat with the gray or if I'm going to add a burgundy or something on the bottom. And I'll use white to outline the whole thing, to edge it, to border it, sorry, wrong terminology. Also, it started off with this beautiful, I don't know if you can tell, it's a beautiful stitch. It's a herringbone half double crochet. It's beautiful. It is a pain in the butt, and I couldn't find a good, nice, easy way to do it. And so this top part took me hours, and then this part right here took me about 20 minutes. So, because I went to regular half double crochet, and I figured changing color would be a nice time to do that. And so when I add the sleeves on, I'm going to go back to the herringbone half double and do gray sleeves coming off of here, and it'll be that nice, I don't know, I just think it looks really classy with it kind of crossing over a little bit and then just the regular half double. Regular half double doesn't look too bad. So that's going to be a little baby sack for the grandbaby. I also made another insert, but I haven't inserted it yet. I have not decided. I still have my tails on this, but this is called the butterfly stitch. It was in that that book that I had showed you before. I don't have it out here. It's the complete illustration guide for crochet. Anyway, it's just a stitch, and I just made it into a square, almost a square. It's kind of a rectangle, but you can see the butterflies down here in the center right here. So I think I want to keep it straight up and down like that. And I'm thinking that it's going to go on. Oh, you're going to see a shirt with a lot of dog hair on it. I think it's going to go on this shirt, this purple, because this has pink and blues. And I was wanting to put something like triangle here, but I can't do this in a triangle, in a diamond, because of the butterfly stitch. I don't think it would look right. So I think I'm going to attach it right to the top of this, of the neckline, which is the scoop neckline. It's not a boat, but it's not a V. So it's a scoop neckline. I'm going to attach it right there, and then cut out the inside after I sew it on. And then I showed you in that other tutorial, you can go back and look, just go into the here once it's sewn on and cut it out, and then you have a little cutout right here. So I'll show you that when it's done, but I'll also make a link into where to see how to do it on the other one that I did, that I put on the back. Fix my little sweater. There we go. And the other thing that I'm working on that I had showed you before, and I've gotten just a little bit farther, but I want to show you what my thoughts are on this. So here's the middle of it. This is going to be a shrug for a friend of mine who loves orange. And remember I said that I had, well, if you haven't seen me before, you don't remember, but I have a lot of orange, and I'm not an orange person. So I'm making this, and this is the back. I made a big, like 12 by 12, maybe bigger than 12 by 12 square, and then it's called a modern granny stitch around the edges, and it really is square. I just have it pinned right now because I was testing putting it on. So if you connect the corners like that, then you put it on, and you have in the back that square, and then you have this shrug. But what I'm going to do is continue a little bit further on the square, so that this comes down a little bit further. It's a man that I'm making it for. It's pretty big. So this needs to come down a little bit further. Oops, a little bit further, and I'll connect it and make it and decrease it a little bit. And so I haven't used up, but I used a lot of this bulky orange. This was just number 4. It was a pretty bulky 4, but it was a number 4. It's a sweet roll, Premier sweet roll, number 4. And then I went to a number 5 bulky to get that orange. And now I went back to the sweet roll because I have a little bit left, So I'm going to finish the sweet roll. And then what that allows me to do is to bring in another orange. Actually, it's from this top right here, since I got it from Ice, and I got a 4-pack of these. So it allows me there to be a separation between this brighter orange. Then I put the sweet roll in there, and it has some mustard and some brown, and then some, I don't know what you'd call that, a maroonish, can't see it, like a maroonish color. I don't know. And then I'm going to finish the sleeves with this, which is a 4-weight, and so it's not that thick, bulky around the arm. So that's my plan. So I'm kind of sad that this is my finished object and I can't wear it because it's been getting up to 90 this week. So I'm gonna have to do something real quick. I'm gonna make a bag or something that I can carry around. Finish that insert. I can do that, my little square insert in that purple top. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. Tell me what's going on with you, and don't forget to subscribe. and thumbs up, and if you like if you like. That's what I like to say. And give me a comment on what you're doing, what's on your hook, what's happening with you. And also check out the Facebook community and add some pictures out there. Let me see if you're doing anything with the raglan or for kitchen and bath. This is a great time to work with cotton, since especially if you're where I am, it gets a little hot, and so working with acrylic can get a little sticky, you know, icky. So anyway, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it. And remember, you always have a choice, so please choose happy. Thank you. Bye.